Hello and welcome back to Lawful Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm your host Lawful. In this Neverwinter Nights 2 build video, we're doing the Brute Squad Rogue. This is a Rogue, Shadowdancer, Fighter, and Weapon Master build. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Neverwinter Night 2 builds just like this. Do not forget notification bells will be updated and more. Here are the pros and cons for this build. You're going to be able to use certain weapons that you will not normally use to backstab foes. For instance, long swords and of course great swords. Another thing great about this build is it's going to have a lot of DP, especially when you get to the ladder leveling portion of this build. Another good thing I'm going to definitely say is survivability. Yeah, you're going to definitely survive big time, despite the fact you're wearing, of course, leather armor. Now the cons is you're going to have to wear leather armor in order to, be able to use some of the rogue skills. Another thing that's a con, I feel like, is some of your skills, like for example, spot and search, are not going to be up to par like your, for example, tumble, hide, move silently, and of course the other two skills I marked. So let's talk about the next section. Normally at this point in this build video, I would tell you to definitely go with one of the other races, but I'm going to be blunt. Go with human. This is the best way to go. You get the 4 extra skill points and the 1 extra feat when you start out this character. If you do not do the human, then you have to miss out on 1 extra feat. Let's do go over each of the classes. There's going to be a lot I'm going to have to definitely explain. First of all, we're going to go ahead and start as a rogue. Normally say, why not start as a fighter? Well, you could get the extra feat if you want to. I prefer being in the mindset of starting out as a rogue big time. And plus those nice extra skill points help out for this class. Another thing is after 2 levels of rogue, we're going to do 4 levels fire, then go back to the rogue for a bit. And then once we get what we need for the rogue, we will definitely have a shadow dancer. Now shadow dancers, you're going to need 8 ranks in move silently, I think 10 in hide, and of course I think also 8 to 10, of course tumble. After that, we'll do a rogue levels, then we'll do weapon master, which will be a whole bunch of feats, and of course 4 points in intimidate. I'm going to put 5 in there just to lock it in. Then go back to rogue and fighter, and of course rogue again. As for alignment, pick any alignment for this. Now for deity, this is up to your own free will. I like Tamora for rogues because they worship Lady Luck, which is a great idea. Now if it's an evil rogue, I definitely will go for a mask. Now, as for abilities, this is a strength build, obviously, so we're going to put 16 points into that. Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence is 4. Give ourselves a little bit of hit points and 4-2 saves for Constitution, but Dexterity, Intelligence must be 14, or you're not going to be able to be a Weapon Master. That's very important. Now, this build, as I mentioned, has Strength, so every 4 levels, we're going to level that up like crazy. So we can get Strength at least to 24 before this video ends. That's why I said pick a human. That's the best way to go. So we get these stats like this. Now we're going to go ahead and do the next part of the video, which is background, which is purely optional. Now, if you do not like your skills or certain saves or such get penalized, go with no background. Now, I'll probably say best way to go is either farmer. That's a good one. Another one is, of course, tellteller. That's a decent one too. Troublemaker is good. You just gotta take your what we call it, -2 on the will saves. Wild child, that's not bad. Just -2 on lore and praise. That's all right. But still, pick which one you want. I'm gonna go ahead and pick wild child. Now for skills, diplomacy is optional, but I would recommend definitely get points in diplomacy because the campaigns you're gonna need a lot of diplomacy. Now, if you want to intimidate more, then focus more on that. Then put more points, say for example, praise. Disable device, we're going to do hide. It must be maxed out. That's one of our main 3 skills for this build. Intimidate, we're going to put the 4. We'll stop at 5 in the next level. Now, as for move silently, put it to 4. That's the second one. Move silently is important. Do open lock, search, spot, tumble. Tumble is your 3rd important skill. Max that out. Now, I decided to use magic device list where I get some nice items that I could not normally use. I could definitely use. So your main focus is hide, move silently, and tumble, and one of your talking skills because you're going to talk your way through a lot of trouble sometimes. Now, as for feats, we're going to do able learner. Now, able learner does is it gives you instead of cost 2 points to cross class of skill, cost definitely 1. This is important. That's the first feat you want. No matter what, this will make this build a lot easier when you level up. Otherwise, you got to pick and choose, and that's not fun. Dodge is one prerequisite not only for the Shadowdancer, but also, you guessed it, the Weapon Master. We're going to get these feats out of the way as fast as possible. Now, my final advice is simple. You're going to start out slightly slow, but once you get your weapon that you normally don't use for backstabbing, or I should say sneak attack, things will move very, very nicely. Once you become a Shadowdancer, you get hide in plain sight. Then when you become a Weapon Master, you get even more tools to use and abuse. And then when you get your epic levels, you're already a powerhouse. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start the leveling process for this character. Now it's time to go ahead and level up our character. We're going to get the second level for the rogue, just to get some skills up there, and of course set up our path. We have able learners, so we'll be able to bounce around big time during the course of this guide. So pick the rogue. This is very important. And what we're going to go ahead and select at this point is diplomacy, disable devices, intimidate at 5, that's it, hide, move silently, open lock, search, spot, tumble, and of course use magical devices. You don't like to use magical devices. Praise is a good one too, or spellcraft if you want to go that route. Remember, hide, move silently, and tumble is your top 3. Now we did get something new, evasion. That means normally when you get reflex successful, you only take half damage. Well, guess what? You take no damage now. And because we have a natural 14 dexterity, that's pretty decent when we start out and we accidentally trigger traps by mistake. Now from here on out, we'll be fighter from 1 to 4. Now character level will be up to 6 once we're done, of course. Make sure you focus on is definitely your talking skill. Keep intimidate at 5 unless that is your talking skill, then put points into that. Hide, move silently, and tumble. That's important. Me, I decided to max out use magical device to later on down the line. I find a wand or something really useful, I'll abuse it. Or have someone make me a wand, I'll abuse it anyways just to start out bad, and then I can just be sneaky. If you know what I mean. So we'll just keep on leveling our skills up. Now, since we're a fighter, we could definitely not only get 1 free feat, but 2. Mobility. This does is it gives you it gives you a nice bonus when you dodge, and that is a good thing. And that is also a prerequisite not only for a Shadowdancer, which finished that up for the feats. Also, you guessed it, the Weapon Master. So already we got 2 of the major feats out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and pick weapon focus. Pick any weapon that you normally don't use. I saw you use Greatsword, just like I did in Neverwinter Nights 1. Yeah, backstab with a Greatsword. I should say sneak attack with a Greatsword. It's the way to go, and it's more fun. And if you want to, there's other weapons out there that seem good, or depending on your style. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out. Yep, because I am a fighter now. Also, I get to equip weapons I normally do not equip as a rogue. I get to use them to backstab, which is a very good thing. So let's keep on leveling up our fighter, shall we? So next up is we're going to put points into strength. All of your ability points go into strength. This is very important. Don't worry, we'll even that out towards the end of this build. So we're going to go ahead and focus on, you guessed it, diplomacy, hide, move silently, tumble, and the optional use magical device. Yeah, I'm maxing that out. And if you want to be more defensive, instead use magical device, put all those points into spellcraft. That helps big time too. Now, next stop we're going to do is combat expertise. This is a gateway for the Weapon Master feats. Without it, you can't do anything, but what happens is you can get 3 bonus to AC, but your attack is docked by 3. That's a nice thing if you want to go defensive, but we're just using that feat as a gateway to the next one. Again, the usual suspects, but remember hide, move silently, and tumble are important. That's for the Shadowdancer. We already got the Weapon Master skill, which is intimidate, unless you're building that much further, then bravo. So we're going to keep on leveling up. This is going to be our next level for the fighter class. Last one didn't get no feats. It happens from time to time as a fighter, but that's alright. This level, we're going to lock in some nice feats, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and pick one I am definitely going for. It's weapon specialization. Weapon specialization does is it adds about, if I remember correctly, +2 damage to your weapon of choice. In my case, the Great Sword. Now we get ourselves another feat, and we're going to go ahead and do Spring Attack. This is second to last gateway to the Weapon Master class, and there we go. Enemies do not get attack opportunity when you move around battlefield. Combine that with a high tumble, and it's a win-win situation in my eyes. Now, after the fire level, I should say fire classes, we're going to go back to Rogue for one level. Now, make sure you put your points in not only your important threes, hide, move silently, and of course tumble, but put in your other ones too, like spot, search, open locks, disable devices, your talking skills, and of course use a magical device. Unless you're not doing that, then switch to spellcraft. And you should be ready and good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up before we get to the next class, which is the Shadowdancer. Now we have all the skills done, all the feats done. We're set up for, you guessed it, the Shadowdancer class. We're only going to level one level because of one move, hide in plain sight. Since we're at level 8, levels of 4, we get an ability point, put that into strength. I'm doing diplomacy, very important, hide, move silently, and tumble. And of course the optional use magical device. And we should be good to go. If you want to put some points in open lock, or I should say disable devices to help you out on the way, or just even things out like I am. Up to you on the third important skills. So we're almost done. After that, we got one more level of the Rogue to level up. So this way we get a feat before we go into Weapon Master. Now, for a while, this is going to be the last time to level up as a Rogue. Beforehand, hide in plain sight does is allows you to use your stealth skill to hide in and out, but make sure you're not near any foes for combat. This is on a 6-second cooldown, but it's very powerful. You can line of sight foes like crazy with it. This way you set up with multiple backstabs, or I should say sneak attacks. I'm old school D&D 2.0. So we're at the Rogue level, and once again, level 4 Rogue. And what we're going to do is, of course, the usual suspects for the skills, but make sure you have moves, silently, hide, and of course, tumble. And every 10 points you get in tumble is 1 free AC. That's nerfed from the every 5 points in Neverwinter Nights 1. So we got the obvious choice, besides Uncanny Dodge we get for free, is Whirlwind Attack. So when you hit this attack button, you go around foes. Any foes get hits take a normal weapon damage. Some of it might be critical hit. It's alright, but it's a gateway again to the Weapon Master. Uncanny Dodge retains their dex bonus to AC unit caught flat-footed or attacked by hidden or invisible foes, which is a good thing. Now with that, we are done with the Rogue class for a while, so let's get to the next class. Next on the list is the Weapon Master class. We're going to do this exactly for 7 levels. And let's go ahead and select that since we got all the skills and definitely feats. So make sure you pick your talking skill, hide, move silently, and tumble. And the optional, of course, use magical device. If you don't pick that, I suggest spellcraft is a good way to go, even though it will be a cross-class situation, but still, it's up to you on that. Now we get 2 things. Weapon of choice, that means it'll unlock many Weapon Master skills from here on out. High damage, this does this once a day. Your Weapon Master may use this feat to do maximum damage to your target. Now, for example, it's 1 through 10, you do 10 points of damage. Then, of course, plus whatever feats you have on that to do a lot of damage, which is a good thing. We'll keep on going on the Weapon Master path. Unfortunately, there's no feats like crazy like the fire levels, so be warned about that. Pick the usual suspects, but remember, hide, move silently, and tumble are important. Again, sorry, no free feats. It happens. We'll select Weapon Master. Strength. Put your ability point into strength. Put your skill points like I am, 1 talking, the 3 importance, and of course the optional use magical device. We'll just keep on going, and there we go. Now we got some nice choices, but I'm going to go ahead and do improve critical. Now improve critical does is it drops the threat level of a weapon. So for example, 19 through 20 is your roll to do critical hits. Now it'll be 17 through 20. In fact, I am going ahead and demonstrate that much further. See, there we go. Certain weapons will have a better critical threat range. Other ones will have a basic 20. Either way, this feat will drop it. So you see the 19 through 20. Now go in your information tab. That will be 17 through 20 from here on out. Thanks to, of course, getting improved critical hits. Oh, we will definitely drop that down much further as we go along in this build video. So let's keep on going with the Weapon Master. I had to show that all off. And let's select that. Let's see here. Diplomacy, hide, move silently, tumble definitely, and of course use magical device. And there we go. We're set to go. Unfortunately, once again, apologize, no feats. Since the other level had 1 feat, of course, to pick. And yeah, at the time I thought I missed out weapon specialization. I didn't. But at this point, we have weapon focus, weapon specialization. Now, down the line, we're going to go ahead and eventually get weapon superior focus. That will add a bunch of attacks. So already we got to see here. +1, +2. We're going to keep on going on that. So let's do the weapon master. And let's select our 5 skills. Let's get that out of the way. And there we go. We're all set and definitely good to go. We got 2 this time. Yes, now I have the right to look at that. Let me look down. Okay, that's not it. Weapon specialization. Oops. But by now, we used to have a total of 3, thanks to, of course, weapon focus and weapon specialization. But weapon superior focus is going to give us, I'll get to that. Let me make sure it's down there. And there we go. Let's go move Kai here. I forgot to put that there. Superior weapon focus. This will give you +1, so that gives you total 4 bonuses to your attacks with your weapon of choice. Very good to have. Boost up your DPS. Now, increase multiplier. So, for example, if your weapon multiplier starts out with 2x, it will now become 3x. Now, let's go ahead and look at this great sword. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, this says 19 through 20. We'll ignore the 19 through 20. There's 2x there. Now, you look at your character tab, information tab, it is 3x. Thanks to that feat and you being a weapon master because of that, we get to do a lot more damage when we click critical hit foes that are able to critical hit. You'll wreck them. So let's keep on leveling up the weapon master, shall we? Usual suspects and the skills, everyone. You know what to do on that. And let's see here. We got, of course, a feat. I'm going to go ahead and pick blind fight. Now, any foes who are a bit stealthy, or I should say definitely invisible, well, guess what? We don't get penalized against them. On top of that, they get no bonus against us. So this is a great feat to have. What's better is Red Dragon Disciples get this for free at level 5, which is a good thing. And there we go. We got 1 more level for the Weapon Master, and we're done with this Prestige class. Put your points in the strength, everyone. I mean, come on. This is level 16. So let's keep on going. The same skills I am picking. Go ahead and do so. Unless your diplomacy is intimidate, then pick that. Or if it's bluff. Unless you use magical devices, what we call spellcraft, and do that. And we get 1 more Kai critical. Now we get additional threat range +2. So before no feats, we had 19 through 20. The improved critical was 17 through 20. Now, because that is 15 through 20, that stacks, which is a great and a wonderful thing. So let's go ahead and level up the rogue class, shall we? Now we're back as a rogue. Now, please note this is the last of the pre-epic levels, normal levels, aka 1 through 20. Now, start catching up on your other skills and make sure your 5 important skills, or I say 3 important, 1 talking skill, and 1 optional use magical device / spellcraft is already maxed out. Unless it's spellcraft, then it's cross-classed. So we're going to just keep on going, just make sure every of these other skills are caught up or some form of being catched up. You're not going to be able to do all of them, but that's alright, and we get another bonus in sneak attack damage. So our sneak attack is boosted big time. So let's go ahead and do the rogue class some more, usual suspects in the skills. We'll be doing this for a bit until we actually reach the epic levels. So let's keep at it and definitely keep on going. And there, we're going to try to catch up spot, but at least we get close to 20. The other ones would be, most of the other ones would definitely be at 30 or close. Well, search is going to be like a spot. Now we get ourselves another feat. I decided to do is start to do a power attack. This does is it gives you of course +3 damage at the cost of your attack rolls. This is a gateway to cleave, and of course great cleave. That's the main reason I got it. And just trust me, it's a very powerful feat you'll get down the line. Let's go ahead with the rogue. Usual suspects, make sure hide, move silently, and tumble are really up there. Now at this point, you should have 2 free AC thanks to your tumble was at 20. Now we get one more boost later on this build, which will be 30, which is 3 free AC total. And of course 4 D6 damage and sneak attack. That's a good thing. So we're going to keep at it. So this is level 20. Now we put points in the strength for the ability score. Usual suspects the same. We're going to go ahead and boost that up. Now, the other skills, except for the main 5 I've been maxing out, won't be maxed out after this level until I'm done with the said class, which is the fire class. So we're going to just keep on going and make sure everything is double checked. Everything is fine. And improve uncanny dodge. Let's go ahead and check that out. Where is that at? Oh, there we go. Okay, I passed it. Okay, uncanny dodge does that. Improve uncanny dodge does whatever that is much better. You still maintain your dexterity bonus, and you get a nice boost in, of course, your dodging. Now we're at the epic level, so we're going to do fighter. We're going to get 4 levels knocked out of the way. We're going to get a lot of feats knocked out that are critical at this point. Now at this point, you should be at your Mask of the Betrayer or someone's player mod, or if you are wise, decide to port this character in the Shadows of, the Storm of Zirhar. Yeah, that expansion, I should say that nice expansion. Pick Cleave. Cleave does this. You kill a foe. Next foe you attack, you kill them, or you don't, and that stops there no matter what. Good feat to have. It's a gateway to Great Cleave. Now, let's go ahead and do the fire level, and let's pick our usual suspects. I'm doing Diplomacy for the talking skill, Hide. Move silently and tumble are important, so we're 5 away for tumble to get another free AC, and use magical device. Now, Great Cleave's like this. You attack a foe, you kill it, you go to the next foe, you kill that foe, you keep on doing like a kill streak until it stops. Really powerful feat to use if you're a melee fighter, like with this build, or say a melee class. So let's keep on going. The important skills, you want to max that out, especially Hide, Move silently, and Tumble. And we're closing on that 3rd AC point. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get this knocked out of the way. Great strength. You're asking, why are you doing that? Well, you see, I do not want to end strength on an odd number. Instead, I want to end it on an even number. You want to aim for that. Just trust me. See, we got 22 strength. At 24 and 28, we're going to get it at even at 24. Right now, our character level 24 is at 23. Don't panic. Level 28 next time will definitely get you at the 24. You'll be maxed out. No harm, no foul. It's all even. Pick the skills like I did. Very important. Greater weapon focus. Now this does is it gives you a 1 additional bonus point in your selected weapon. You get to do more damage. So now that's like total +5, which is a great thing. So we're getting bonuses in weapon damages like crazy. So now we're done with the fire class. We're going to go back into the rogue class and start catching up on our secondary and 3rd type of skills while maintaining our top 5 ones, or at least in my mind, the top 5 for this build. Let's go ahead and keep on going. And there we go. We got Tumble, Use Magical Device, Hide, Move Silently, and Diplomacy for me. Now, if you have like Intimidate or Bluff, yeah, get those instead. Diplomacy, up to you on that. Now we got ourselves another one. I decide at this point is epic weapon focus. Now our character gains +4 bonus to all attacks now. So at this point your DPS will go up. Sneak attack will get definitely more damage than that, and we get more in trap sense, so we get to find traps much more easier. Let's keep on going with the rogue, shall we? Usual suspect, make sure your Hide, Move silently, and Tumble is definitely up there. Now for Tumble, we're at 29. 1 more point, and boom, we get 1 more AC. We're going to max out Tumble, so this way, if you ever find a +7 Tumble item, you combine it with your natural Tumble at 33. That's 1 more AC point. Yeah, I'm squeezing the armor class points, but that's alright. Now I'm doing Epic Prowess. This will give us +1 bonus to all attacks, so our DPS will be slightly up much further. That's what we want. And that's it for this level. Let's get to the next one for a rogue. And yeah, we're going rogue all the way from this point on. So most of the skills will get maxed out or close to. Open locks and disable devices will be close. Spot and of course search will be only weakest links, but that's all right. We'll take care of that situation. So let's keep on doing that. Now we got 1 extra AC point since Tumble's at 30. Now I decided to go ahead and do expose weakness. This does is when we hit this against a foe, of course their AC drops, and that is good. This is what we want. If their armor class is weaker than their normal one should be, we get to do more damage. That's what we want. And this lasts 5 rounds. It's a good thing. And plus 6 plus, I should say 66 in sneak attack damage is nice too. Let's get the rogue. We're going to put a point in the strength. Last time to put your ability scores with a point. We did that. And let's go ahead and get the skills up there. And there we go. And we're only going to get about just a little bit over half our spot in our search. As for disabled devices and open locks, will be a good setup. We will have to use other ways to boost that too. We got another plus point in trap sense. So we're at character level 29. We're going to pick the rogue, usual suspects and skills. At this point, your talking skill, your top 3, hide, move silently, and tumble should be near maxed out. And of course, use magical device should be up there. If you didn't pick that, your cross-class skill, spellcraft should be halfway there, cut in half on that. Now, let's see here. We got a whole bunch of options to go with. I'm doing toughness. We get a lot more hit points with that. So that's important at this point. Now, the next thing we could do it a few ways. We could do a power critical. That's one to do. Knockdown, we could do also. Knock a foe down, and we do sneak attacks. Up to you on that. Another thing is you could do armor skin. That's nice. Epic toughness for more hit points. And I decided to do 1 critical hits. So foes that are not immune to critical hits, I do a lot extra damage against them. Clearing out the yard trash, I say. And there we go. And that's what we did get for the feats. So we're going to level up one more time. Level 30. Rogue. Pick the skills you want to pick. This is the last time to pick your skills. So use all your points up if you can. With the rogue class, you're going to use them all up. Just trust me. Tumble, hide, and move silently should definitely be at 33. Your talking skill at 33. Use magical device at 33. And then the other one cut in half if you do spellcraft is there too, maxed for cross class. That's it for leveling up for this character build video. Next part is item advice. Let's talk about gear. Now in Neverwinter Nights 2, in order to, for instance, to get strength 10 shown on the screen, it has to be 10. You cannot combine 2 items, for example. If it's 8 or 2, no, it'll take 8 instead. So good to know about that. As for this build, definitely focus on strength and dexterity. Now, if you want to Constitution, Wisdom to slightly boost up your save throws, make sure you keen up your weapons. If you have haste, go ahead and do that for your weapon too. If you can get Truth Seeing, that is fine. Now, boost up your AC, your saving throws. Another thing you want to definitely boost up is your skills, like for example, hide, move silently, and tumble. Make sure your weapon's +5. That is really important. Same thing with your armor too. In fact, use light armor and you'll definitely survive. If you have potions, go ahead and buy those. If not, your party members will buff you up just fine. Next part of this build video is combat. It's time for the combat portion of the video. I decided to potion all up. So we're going to go ahead and face off against foes that are not immune to critical hits and or sneak attacks. In other words, we get to do a lot of damage against them. As always, go ahead and use your stealth in and out like crazy. Aim for the casters or anyone else that likes to heal. That's your first target, and anyone like a rogue is your next target. Once that's all said and done, then of course aim against anybody else who's a melee and such. That should be last. Now we're going to go ahead and do our Weapon Master ability. We did a lot of hits. Now Great Cleave is doing us a nice favor. We're damaging foes like crazy, and now we're going stealth in and out. And yet you can sneak attack with a great sword. That's what we want to do. And there we go. Oh, wait. There's one more foe. Almost forgot. Yeah, as always, use your tab buttons so this way you know where they're at. And we're going to go ahead and stealth in, stealth out. It should be a one-shot type of deal. And there we go. 53 damage. That's not bad. And let's go ahead and go against foes. Of course, we cannot use those critical hits and, of course, sneak attacks. So you're saying, Fenton, wait a second. What about the undead, evil outsiders? Well, guess what? This build will wreck them up. We're in line of sight our foes with going stealth in and out. So this way, we could do some damage. We get the first hit. This is basically on a first hit basis. Now use your Weapon Master ability where you do maximum damage. If you want to, expose weakness is nice too. We just hit the Lich with it. And good news is, even though the undead surround me, I'm not going to get critical hits, but I'm still going ahead and take most of them out, which is a very nice thing. Let's go ahead and run from them. Of course, I'm stealthing in and out to line of sight these foes like crazy. If you need to, pause the game so this way you can use your skills and know you felt. See where I took down the Lich. The caster is dead. Now at this point, we're just going to great cleave our way to the top. And yeah, because we're using a great sword, we're a rogue, we're a fighter, weapon master, and Shadowdancer all rolled in one. We just cleared the entire map of foes that are usually immune to our goodies, like sneak attacks. Here's some final advice before I do end the guide. At the beginning, it'll be slightly slow, but once you do be able to switch to fighter, things will heat up nicely. You get the Shadowdancer, you get another tool that's important. Weapon Master, your DPS will be really up there. Now, once you do get to the epic levels, yeah, you're going to be doing monster damage and wreck everything in sight. This is it for my Neverwinter Nights 2 Brute Squad build, which is a Rogue, Shadowdancer, Fighter, and Weapon Master video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more guides, builds, and other videos from Neverwinter Nights 2. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night, and do enjoy the view.